Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
You know, it's amazing the amount of people that are still hitting us up during the show as we do sports at 7 o'clock, and then we do it in the second hour or the last hour of the show here this hour. Are waiting to hear me scream and yell and rant about the Bears, what happened on Thanksgiving. And I'm really sorry to disappoint. I don't have it in me right now.
You're tired.
Well, it's not that I'm tired. I actually have more energy after this break from Thanksgiving, and I ate well, and I feel good. My body feels good. My mind.
You're just confusing everyone more.
I just can't scream anymore about the Bears. I can't. And I don't want to, I'm authentic. I don't want to fake it and just yell like you might hear some sports talk guys do that today and just scream about something 4 days ago. I can't do it. I already yelled enough during the game and what happened on the last play of the game. Oh, this might take me back here. Let's hope. Spoiler alert, this might trigger me. And I might take back every word I just said.
Clock is running for 15 seconds, and it's 3rd and 26. You better hurry. Oh, this is disaster in the making here. You're going to have to do something when it comes down to this play. Incomplete, and the game is over. Completely botched at the end by the Bears.
I can't believe they didn't take a timeout.
You know what I realized in that audio there, Case? Because in the first time we did sports, you talked about Tony Romo being over-descriptive.
Uh-huh.
He almost pulls a Ron Santo there for the Cubs. He goes, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Listen to that again.
Clock is running for 15 seconds, and it's 3rd and 26. You better hurry. Oh, this is disaster in the making here. You're going to have to do something when it comes down to this play.
All right, we don't need to hear the rest of it. But
God, that sounds sad.
That's an awesome clip I don't have ready, sadly, of Ron Santo, and I can't remember the playoff game. And he's like, oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, rest in peace, Ron Santo. But, yeah, I mean, okay, that happened, and then Matty Eberflus gets fired. I mean, here's him describing, of course, afterward why he didn't call the timeout. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like what we did there. Again, once it's under 7, you know, you're gonna call timeout there, or actually under 12, and then really you don't have an option. Because it's 3rd to 4th, you got to throw it into the end zone then. So to me, it's I think we handled it the right way. I do believe that you just re-rack the play, get it in bounce, and call timeout, and that's why we held it. And didn't work out the way we wanted it to.
Did not work out.
Didn't it sound like he was saying it looking for reassurance? Like, well, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? They kept doing that.
Yeah.
You know?
When people do that in a debate or at a meeting, when they use right, they're trying to get you, they're trying to make you believe it, even though they know they're wrong usually.
Or like, you're just like, you want to see nodding heads? Like, absolutely. You could have done nothing else. You're like, feel better. That's awesome. Right? I couldn't have done anything else, right?
Right?
Do you think he'd still have a job if he didn't open up the press conference by saying, I like what we did there?
No, but it would have been a better look.
Because if he would have walked in hands up and been like, guys, this one's on me. We'll get it better. We'll get it right next week. This one's on me.
Listen, he's a real nice guy. And the thing is with, like you see Dan Campbell for the Lions, a difference. He does say, man, I screwed that up. And I think people have gotten to a point where they just don't want to hear coach speak every time you get to the press conference. But coaches are they're rigorously taught to just act like everything went according to plan. And so they don't ever want to admit that something didn't go according to plan, because then that makes the owners make you think, well, this guy doesn't know what the hell he's doing.
You know what I just kept imagining happening, because it's obviously Thanksgiving, is that his wife texted him, was like, do you want me to set dark or white meat aside? And he's like, dark. And then he looks up and he's like, oh, God. I feel like he answered one question. I was like, oh. Uh-oh.
Yeah. He's doing the pocket text where he's got his phone down by his hip. He's like, come on. Oh, no, the play's over.
Yeah. and here's one of the reasons, going back to the rant and screaming on why I can't do it anymore. So since George McCaskey became the Bears chairman in 2011, the Bears have fired 3 GMs, 5 head coaches, 5, and 3 offensive coordinators. In 14 seasons, they have 2 winning seasons, 2 playoff berths, 0 playoff wins, and they're 93 and 130 as the record to show for it during that time. So it's a .417, not even a 500 record. They're not even winning every other game.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah, it's Look, I don't like to relish in the past now. Let's look forward, and this is the most important decision the Bears have had in the entire organization's history of who they hire next to be the coach. As Caleb Williams looking really good, the defense has moments, and the offensive line needs help, obviously, but they have weapons. The guy that comes in, this is it now. This is it.
You said this when Eberflus was hired.
I know. This time I mean it. And I meant it then, but I mean, this is the most important decision in Chicago sports history right now.
Who do you think they're going to hire?
Probably Belichick. Please, I'm tired of people DMing me about like Belichick or Gruden. No, we're not getting those guys.
Oh, Gruden. No, thank you.
No, we need a good, young, forward-thinking genius coach like the Lions offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, or maybe Cliff Kingsbury, who they interviewed for the offensive coordinator. Now he's killing it in Washington, although he did fail as a head coach already. Or maybe Thomas Brown's the guy, the Bears offensive coordinator who's an on-the-line guy who wants practices to be like hell. I like that. Practices are hell.
What you said, well, like, no, somebody good and young. Don't you think Belichick would be like, well, I'll bring my girlfriend, too.
Hey. Now you're selling me, Kenzie. So we will keep you updated, obviously. I'm happy that we can move forward, but I just don't trust the organization to pick the right guy. And that sucks because I feel like we're going to do this again in 3 years.
I can't wait.
You see,
You
Case,
want it to be bad?
No, Case.
No.
He likes me getting keyed up.
Oh. I think it'd be fun if we played good.
You would think.
Kenzie would be really fun.
I don't know.
No, you're right. Case just likes seeing me go nuts.
Well, I'm just realistic about the entire thing. I've been on this planet for a whole 25 years now, and despite their Super Bowl appearance in 2007, I've never been like, I feel really good about the Bears. Even the last time they made the playoffs, Mitch Trubisky was quarterback. It's just, I'm not an idiot. The Bears are never going to figure this out.
Hey, they'll figure it out like at some point.
I would love for them to. I will believe it when I see it, and I don't believe it right now.
What I think they should do is let me pick the coach.
Oh, really?
Just give me the access to the funds.
Yeah.
And then have me do it. Now, they'll be broke because I'm going to open up all the doors.
Should you be the coach?
No, I shouldn't be the coach.
Okay, all right. Good self-awareness.
Because the press
I'm proud of that.
That was a big moment for Brian.
Well, only because I know the press conferences would embarrass my family because I wouldn't hold back and go, that was the plan. I'd say, oh, man, what did I do? I'm so stupid. I'm like Chris Farley, like, God, I suck. I suck. Now, they'd be entertaining.
We got to hire you as the Bears coach.
Okay. It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. I'm available. The Bears, you know my number. Because he called the cops on me once.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 with your takeaways in a second. But I want to remind you, tomorrow's Giving Tuesday. It's kind of the end of God Bless the Gravy. We're over 80,000 pounds, 80,000 meals that you guys have donated with your money. And all we ask you is we're trying to get to 101,000. Anything you can do throughout the day. Text GRAVY to 312-591-8300. A link comes back to you. $5, $10, $100, $1,000, whatever you can do. You're saving lives, and we're so happy of all the donations, everybody. But tomorrow's Giving Tuesday, and we want to really amp it up and get to 101,000 meals. We're over 80. We're getting there.
We're getting there. And $1 equals 3 meals. So it's not like we're at 80,000 and need to hit 101,000 just financially. We're about, what'd you say, 7,000 off?
We need about $7,000, I would say.
To get there. Just so a rough estimate of people wanting to donate, maybe some bigger some bigger businesses listening that are like, okay, what should we give to help out here? We're about 7,000 away from our goal.
There's some company out there that could drop $7,000 right now and finish it, and we give you a great plug on the air.
We would talk about you a lot.
Mm-hmm. A lot.
A lot. About $7,000 worth.
That's right. I mean, right now we're at $27,000. We're a little over that at 81,000 meals. But anything you can do to get us there, listen, we love you. We appreciate you, and you're saving lives.
And how do you donate, Brian?
Text GRAVY to 312-591-8300 or go to Q101.com. There's a God Bless the Gravy link right there. Mm-hmm. So takeaways, Case, what do you got?
Robin in Naperville checked in. Her takeaway, they have a new favorite song, and it's the one that the Double Features wrote about Kenzie's eye.
Oh, wow. Here we go.
I remember the morning that Kenzie lost her sight. Now she can't tell left from right. She's
sweet song.
Well, if you want to feel horny and figure out what happened, that's the song for you. All right.
That's right. Kenzie, what do you got for a takeaway?
Nancy texted in and said Brian bought his vibrator toothbrush from a porn site.
That's right.
It works perfectly. Look at my teeth. They're all good.
Yeah, stunning.
And finally, takeaway from 219, World War II. Those son of a bitches.
Jonas, son of a bitch.
All right, here we go. What's on the podcast besides information about Kenzie's eye and what happened?
Well, we learned that Kenzie is petrified of the Blue Man Group. You can hear why on the Brian and Kenzie podcast. We, of course, reacted to the firing of Matt Eberflus. It's a new era in Chicago football, yet it feels like we've been here before. And, of course, 6 a.m., we learned a lot about what Brian puts in his mouth. You will not believe what ended up there. That is on the Brian and Kenzie podcast and more.
So go get So get it wherever your podcasts are. And the Q101 app, it's newly redesigned. It's awesome.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.